Thinking we practice knife safety so much on this channel. Anyway, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Bill Bush from DriveRangeHeroes.com, at Range Heroes, on all of your preferred social media platforms. This is, of course, That Range Life, a channel sometimes about golf here on YouTube. Please do me a favor if you don't mind, before we get going here, go down below, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we post a video here on the channel. And if you don't mind while you're at it, giving it a thumbs up to help the algorithm and all those good YouTube things. Would greatly appreciate that. Okay, so have an interesting one today that I'm excited to learn a little bit more about, put to the test. Not something you typically see from FlightScope. So let's rip it open and talk about their latest device. We'll just gently place it here as opposed to when I threw it earlier and almost put a hole through my foot. The FlightScope i4 Rangefinder. So look at this. Opens like that. Okay, and this is a good place to start. Let's get this out here. So this FlightScope i4 Rangefinder is not your average rangefinder, and the reason I say that is it's powered by FlightScope's Environmental Optimizer, or EO. And so what you need to do right here when you open the box, scan the QR code to make sure you have the FlightScope Golf app. The reason being, this device works with an app on your iPhone, your iPad, your Android device, whatever it might be, but you download this app and you pair it with, you know what I'm sitting here talking about, let's get it open. But you pair it with this rangefinder in this childproof case here. Credit to FlightScope. This is a nice case for your rangefinder. Nice little magnetic top as opposed to that elastic band. Zippers shut with two zippers. All right, not just one that goes all the way around. So I like that. But really sturdy and robust with your typical carabiner on the back and this like rugged metal clip. So credit to FlightScope for that. But anyway, so cut right to the chase. Apparently I have slope enabled already. I hit the power button there. All right, so like I said, works with the app on your phone, and it'll take in, that app will take in all of your local environmental data like air pressure, humidity, altitude, temperature, wind speeds, all those kinds of things. And so when it's calculating distances and whatnot, it's going to give you dynamic distances, as they call it. So it'll give you your measured distance, as I pointed out, with slope or standard, but can also do the calculations to say, hey, based on what's going on in your local environment, as paired with the FlightScope Golf app, you're looking at, I don't know, 15 extra yards shorter or longer because of the wind conditions and the humidity and air pressure, all those things. So it can give you a lot of good data around that. Now, additionally, if you have a FlightScope launch monitor or work on one, you can have your distances for your clubs dialed in via your data on that launch monitor. And so based on that information on your profile in the app, it can make recommendations for what club you need to hit as well. If you don't have a FlightScope launch monitor, that's okay too. FlightScope has a tool they use called the Smart Gapping tool. It's an AI tool, and you pop in a few carry distances for a few irons, and it will generate a report for your bag and say, these are roughly the clubs you would use at these distances. And I haven't dove into it. I haven't dove into it. There you go. On my own yet enough, but I imagine you can go in there and feed it your known data, so your recommendations are based off of your precise or preferred distances I'll have to toy around with that for the formal review and see how that tool works.
Okay, quick break. I decided to go back and check out the AI gapping tool and show you a little bit about it. So you go into the FlightScope Golf app, open it up, and then select the rangefinder thing, open club mapping, and you can create a new one. Just hit smart gapping, and if you have gapping sessions, you can add them there, but select the appropriate settings here. Then I went in and added a driver carry distance, a 7-iron carry distance, a 9-iron carry distance, which these are all relatively close to an average for me. Pitching wedge and a lob wedge, but you don't have to add all of them. I believe you can only add a few if that works best for you. Then you save this. You select the clubs in your bag to generate your reports. I dropped the 5 wood, added a 7 wood. Everything else is correct. Hit generate report, and there you go. Creates this, and that will be used for your dynamic distances in the rangefinder.
So that'd be nice to have. So just looking through your lens and you go, oh, it's 145 yards, use a 9-iron or whatever your 145-yard club is. Like I said, pairs with your phone or iPad or whatever via Bluetooth. So make sure you have a Bluetooth enabled device when using it. I wonder how much this will suck the battery out of your phone. I imagine this is I forgot how many clicks, but it has a pretty good amount of battery use. And should you run into any battery issues, it has USB-C charging as opposed to the goofy little rangefinder battery that we all know and love so much. So USB cable, I'm sure that's also, you know what? Let's go into that. Let's see what else is in the box. Yep, USB-C charging cable, a cleaning cloth so you can get a nice clean lens, and the manual in case you need to read it or don't want to look online. So, okay, you need cellular data, obviously, enabled for your phone. So you have an iPad maybe where you don't use cell data. You will not be able to use the FlightScope app to get all of the features. I think you might still be able to get like your distances, your distance recommendations for your clubs, but you won't get your real-time weather information to get that dynamic playing distance I mentioned before. An interesting thing, I'm not really sure how it works yet. I'll have to see for myself, but you can set the wind direction as you're playing. So you can say like if you're into the wind, side wind, but they define it as a player selectable direction. So I'm going to be able to tell it in one way or another out on the course, hey, the wind's with me, it's against me, it's left to right, whatever it might be, and it should give me information based on that. So that's a lot. This isn't the first time I've seen a rangefinder that pairs with an app on your phone and they work together. I will tell you from my own experience, I found myself just messing around a lot with the devices. You know, I think some people like a watch because it can just be quick, look up and go. So I'll have to see if it becomes a lot of work between the two, if it's pretty quick and intuitive. It should be. I think at the very least you can just shoot distances with it and do it the old-fashioned way, so that'll be fine. We have a 5 to 1,000 yard range. Like I said, USB charging, $499. $499 price tag on this. So in addition to all the technology and benefits, it should have a pretty good scope on it, good optics, good lenses. We'll find out obviously outside on the course. I'll be playing with this real soon. Oh, nice little feature. Don't have it on camera here, but you can hear it. Yeah, you can kind of see it off to the side here. Magnet, new must in your rangefinder, so it'll stick on the arm of your cart or anywhere you have a magnetic plate. Some bags these days even have magnets in them, so you can just stick it to the side of your bag. But that's a nice feature. I like that. Comfortable in my hand too. It's a good size. It's not super tiny, but it's by no means the largest rangefinder. I think that's a good, moderate, usable size. Happy with it, but looks pretty slick. Everything sounds great about it. FlightScope obviously knows what they're doing with golf technology and devices, so I can't imagine this is out of their realm of possibilities to succeed and make a good product. So I will find out, and I will report back on driverangeheroes.com, of course. So follow me at Range Heroes so when you know when that review's up. And like I said earlier, please go down below, hit the bell so you get notified, subscribe, do all those things. We really appreciate it. And I think that's it. Really excited to try this guy out. Thank you for watching today and following along as always. We appreciate the support. Talk to you next time.